Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be sharing with you 5 income sources that you can try as a university student in Singapore. For context, I graduated from the National University of Singapore, or in short NUS, a few years ago. So I will be sharing with you 5 of the income sources that I had as a student, such that I didn't need to take any more allowance from my parents starting from year 2 till the day I graduated. The first one may seem insignificant, but it did help sometimes, especially when I had some free time or downtime. That would be doing surveys. I basically signed up to an online platform and I did surveys whenever I had free time. How it worked was that with every survey that I did, I earned points and I would let those points accumulate, and then I would use those points to redeem like a $10 NTUC voucher, or I could have that money transferred to me via PayPal. Also in my university, there were opportunities to take part in research studies, experiments or surveys, and those also paid pretty well. They definitely paid way better than the online surveys I was doing. I did try and sign up for one, but I wasn't selected to be a participant. I think it was some sleep experiment. So if you're in university, you can check whether your school offers those kinds of experiments or surveys that you can take part in. The next thing I did was to give tuition. So I gave private tuition to kids. I would go to their houses and give them one-to-one tuition. At first, I signed up using some online tutoring platforms and also by posting my services on Carousel. But after a while, when I built enough of a reputation, then I had a lot more students through word of mouth, where my students' parents would introduce me to their friends who also needed tutors for their kids. I liked giving tuition back in university because it was quite a stable source of side income, and at the same time it was quite flexible. So if say someday you have something that crops up, like you need to meet up with your group at night to do or discuss a project, you could reschedule your lesson. So that was pretty good. I used to teach students preparing for the PSLE, N-levels and O-level. For PSLE, I taught all 4 subjects: English, Chinese, Math and Science. For N-levels and O-levels, I taught English, E-Math, A-Math, Chemistry, and sometimes Chinese. The next way to earn money in university is to be a teaching assistant in the university itself. For me, I was a TA for the most part of my university life. What I did was to do very well in one of the modules, and then the professor reached out to me, invited me to help with conducting tutorials as well as to invigilate exams. For the pay, I would say that it paid better than my private tuition rates. As for the requirements, I think I topped the cohort for that module in that semester that I was taking it. And then I also participated a lot in class. Like, I was very vocal about it because I was very passionate about that module. And then after I was invited, the admin side of the department in the university reached out to me to ask me for my transcript to ensure that, my grades are good enough to be able to take this on top of my typical university curriculum and workload. Another method is to do an internship. This is especially useful during the school holidays. You can learn in the real world, it can help your resume, and you can also earn extra income from that. During my summer breaks and winter breaks, I did do some internships here and there. Last but not least, you can do part-time jobs at cafes or retail stores. For me, I worked part-time at a retail store. It was quite flexible for me also because I had a very good manager where I could just let her know whenever I couldn't make it for my shift for that day. To be fair, I didn't do that during my university days. I did that while I was waiting for university to start, but still it was not bad. It was quite a good way to, pass some time and earn money by the hour. It also really taught me a lot on customer service, how to face customers, handle customers. That's something that I don't regret trying. With that, I got a taste of how it's like to talk to strangers and learn skills from there. And I think it's a very valuable experience. And that definitely played a part in helping me learn some skills. As you know, I'm a consultant and I interact with clients a lot. Those are 5 income sources that I tried as a uni student in Singapore. Let me know in the comments if you found this helpful, or if there's anything that you'd like me to share or talk about in my next videos. See you in the next video.